cool evening in Westminster's Lady Owls welcome the Lady Mavericks in an inter-county lacrosse showdown. The match starts out as number 2, Katie Patine, passes to number 6, Hannah Dentino, as she showcases her dazzling footwork to put the Owls up 1-0. Westminster's Anna Ruby fights for the face-off that races downfield. She was eventually fouled to set the Owls up for the first penalty shot of the game. Anna Ruby races towards the net. With cat-like reflexes, Bryn Knight comes up with a save for Manchester Valley. A few minutes later, Manchester Valley's Belle Wade rushes the Owls goaltender, Sarah Tiskowski, as she deflects the pass out of bounds. Early on, it was a game of penalty shots as Lauren Saltz puts the Owls up 2-0. Number 6, Hannah Dentino collects a pass from her Owls teammate that races towards the net as Manchester Valley's Bryn Knight comes up with an in-your-face save. Anna Ruby leans with anticipation as she charges the net, shoots and scores to give the Owls a 3-0 lead. Belle Wade leads the Manchester Valley scoring attack as she passes to Jessie Bear, who then passes to Maggie Azam to get the Mavericks on the board. 3-1 Westminster. Number 4, Maggie Azam puts the Mavericks on her back as she scores again on a penalty shot to cut the Owls' lead to 1. Number 15, Belle Wade takes advantage of her second penalty shot and ties the game up at 3 apiece. Manchester Valley's Mackenzie DeAnthony rushes from behind the net and scores! Manchester Valley takes their first lead of the game, 4-2-3. The two goaltenders were putting up a clinic tonight. Like a wall, Bryn Knight stops the Owls' penalty rush, while number 25, Sarah Tiskowski, comes up with a big save of her own. The battle of the goalies continues as Sarah Tiskowski comes up with another clutch save to keep the game at 4-3 Manchester. The Owls attack races down the field with 5:20 left to go in the first half. Number 22, Chloe Sedler, rifles her shot and hits the top right corner of the net to tie the game up 4-4. Manchester Valley's Mia Alvarez passes to number 15, Belle Wade, who fakes to the right, then back to her left, then switches to the right again as she guides the ball into the net. 5-4 Manchester Valley. Mia Alvarez once again leads the Mavericks attack as she passes to Mackenzie DeAnthony, who shoots. Sarah Tiskowski comes up with a big kick save. With 1:13 left to go in the first half, Josie Schaefer tries to find the net, but Sarah Tiskowski is there to stop her and keep the score at 5-4. Second half starts off at another big save by Bryn Knight. The Owls then attack and try to regain control of the ball. The ball bounces towards the net and they score off of a Manchester Valley deflection. The game is once again tied. The Owls are trying to break the 5-5 ties. They have no answer for Manchester Valley's Bryn Knight's stellar defense. Jerry Garland leads the Mavericks' offensive attack as she passes to Maggie Azam, who shoots. Sarah Tiskowski comes up with a big save. With 15 minutes to play, Hannah Dentino passes to Lauren Saltz, who zigs and zags her way up to the goal to give the game its 4th tie of the game, 6-6. And the back and forth continues as Jerry Garland answers on a penalty shot. Westminster wins the faceoff, then charges down the field and sets them up for a penalty shot. Chloe Sedler races towards the net as Bryn Knight comes up with a big save. The Owls respond as Manchester Valley took a 7-6 lead. Both Katie Patine and Lauren Saltz answer on 2 penalty shots to give the Owls an 8-7 lead. Katie Patine tries to give the Owls a 2-goal lead, but Bryn Knight blocks the shot. On the following drive, for the 5th tie of the game, midfielder Maggie Azam ties the game up. It's now 8-8. With 2:40 to go, the sophomore Bryn Knight makes the Owls earn their goals as she comes up for another veteran save. 40 seconds later, the Owls did just that. The sophomore Lauren Saltz gives the Owls a 9-8 lead. With 23 seconds left to go, the Mavericks made one last push to tie up the game, but the senior, Tara Tiskowski, comes up with a huge save to give the Owls the win. Both goalies were superb tonight as the Owls won a hard-fought game, 9-8 in Westminster.